This is for the ones who were raised on gasoline dreams, for the lug nuts holding tight to the wild red line scenes, for the families, the drivers, the wrench turning crews, for the chrome, the smoke, and the ones who refuse to lose. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, that's who we are. We're a culture, we're a brotherhood, we are rolling motor fire. Build not borrowed, that's the creed written deep in our veins. We turn busted cars into legends and rust into fame. From late night garage grind to race day stadium roars, every scar on our knuckles unlocked 1,000 doors. We don't back down, we don't break, we don't fold. Every ride we build tells a story worth gold. This is for the ones who were raised on gasoline trains, for the lug nuts holding tight to the wild red line scenes, for the families, the drivers, the wrench turning crews, for the chrome, the smoke, and the ones who refuse to lose. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, that's who we are. We're a culture, we're a brotherhood, we are rolling motor fire. Here's to the nights when the world said slow down, but the engine said no when we stood our ground. To the ones who grew up rich and when the rest took the easy way, we found our path in the piston noise and we'll ride it every day. Pedal to the metal, this is where we belong. Cars, trucks, monster trucks, loud and strong. Passion, pride, lug nuts, side by side. If you love what you drive, then ride, ride, ride. This is for the legends that started in dusty garages, for the kids who chase dreams through the scars and collages, for the racers who gave everything without fail, and the fans who stand proud when the engines wail. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, this ain't a phase. It's our passion, our culture, and we'll live it to the grave. Pedal to the metal, forever in our veins. So look out, we're only getting louder from here. Nothing built strong was ever built out of fear. The road is wide open and the fire won't slow, because this isn't a hobby, this is the only life we know. Pedal down, heads high. We're not done. Pedal down, heads high. Pedal down. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. You're listening to Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music, the show where horsepower, stories, and great music come together. From beautiful collector classics to fire-breathing race cars to the ground-shaking thunder of monster trucks, this is where the world of motors meets the power of music. So strap in tight, fire up, and grab your favorite cold drink, because a ride is about to begin. And now, here's your host, Roller.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening, good evening. How y'all doing out there, man? Good to see you guys. Good to see you, man. What's up? How you been? Hey, man, I'm glad you could make it. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Yes, yes. You're too kind. No, no, you're too kind, really. Beer Garden Rowdies, what's up, baby? How y'all doing? That's good. Mezzanine in the house. What's going on, guys? How you doing up there? How you guys doing, man? Thank you very much. Come on, guys. You're just too kind. Really, no. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. You know, we've got a great show tonight. Yeah. Really, let's just break it down a little bit here. Jenny will be on a little bit, and we can just give her all the applause we want to give her. But you know, it's really been a good week for us here at Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music, man. My buddy Texas Rich, he does a new show out on Mondays. It's called New Music Mondays, and last week on Tuesday, I don't know. I'll tell you about New Music Mondays in a minute, but on Tuesday he did a show announcing the winner of his issue number 11 in the magazine cover. So the cover truck for issue number 11 was announced on Tuesday, and it just so happens to be that the owner of the truck, Tom Hunter, has a truck that is was built by Boyd Coddington. Well, like my buddy Rich, man, this man, I don't think there's anybody out there that he don't know or doesn't have their phone number. So you know, he knew Boyd Coddington and stuff, but him and Joe Coddington, who was Boyd's wife, have created this really special bond, and it's really cool. So Rich picks up the phone and has Joe. He says, Joe, can you announce the winner for me? And does like this really cool deal for this Tom Hunter, man. So anyway, Joe calls in, and she announces that Tom Hunter is the cover truck for issue number 11 in C10 America magazine. And this brother, he just went crazy, man. He was like, I can't believe that Joe Coddington is talking about me and my truck and everything like that. And then we announced that we were going to put him on our podcast, and we were going to do a song about him and stuff. And his whole night just turned into this big special occasion for him and his family. So anyway, after we did all the announcing and stuff, Rich held an interview with Joe Coddington. And I'm going to tell you what right now. This interview was the best interview that Rich has ever done. This interview has already taken his show to another level. I mean, he has 87,000 followers, okay? So that's just amazing right there. But this show with Joe Coddington and how it went down is going to be a legendary show in the history of C10 America. And it really, really was cool, man. I mean, the questions were spot on. Rich was spot on. Joe was spot on. And, you know, man, I just I can't give applause enough. In fact, you know what? Let's just give a big round of applause to Texas Rich and Joe Coddington for doing such a great show. What do you guys think right there? Huh? I mean, you know, really, they did a fantastic job. A fantastic job. And, you know, I have to say that because of that one, he has gotten even a few more people calling him on the phone and said, hey, I heard your interview with Joe Coddington. Can I be on your show? He's got people calling him now and saying, can I be on your show? So it's already started to happen for him. And I can't be any happier, man. I cannot. I love to see my friends have success. And it makes my heart feel good. And this man This is gonna be a good one for him, man. It really is. So, congratulations, Texas Rich. You did a great job, buddy. You really did. So, I'm very, very proud of you. But tonight on the show, we're gonna have a young lady. Her name is Janine Mitchell, and Janie is in the car culture here in Parker area, in the southern Colorado area, and she has a truck that used to be her dad's truck, and I think it's a 56 or 55, 56 Ford F100. Anyway, this was her dad's personal truck, and Janie is not your everyday lady. She's a lady 100%. Don't get me wrong, but she hung by her dad and learned how to work on automobiles. Her dad was a mechanic and had a passion for working on hot rods and stuff, and Janie was right there by his side the whole time, man, growing up as a kid, and she learned all this stuff from him. And so when he passed away, he left Floyd, which Janie named the truck, and that was her dad's name. He left Floyd to her. And hello, Scott Stout, how are you, man? But anyway, it was just so cool to interview her the very first time when we did Rolling with Roller and Derek. And then now she said yes to being on the show, and it's just going to be such a great show. It really is. I'm so happy to interview the ladies of the hot rod world, man, of the classic car world, whatever you want to say, of the monster truck world. They deserve their shot because there's some great drivers and great mechanics, and she did a fantastic job on Floyd, man. She really did. And I'm just really excited to talk to her tonight and to just go ahead and let you guys hear her story, because it is an amazing story, and that's what it's all about. So anyway, I guess we better pay a few bills, and then we can go ahead and we're going to recognize our new sponsor tonight. Our new sponsor is Digitized Ink Company. And they're the ones right now that we're getting the shirts and the hats from. They made us a smoking deal. We made this commercial for them and stuff, and just real happy to do business with them. So they're kind of people that I want to do business with. So anyway, we'll be right back here after we pay some bills.
You're listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music, where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds, mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the center to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Looking for artwork that stands out from the crowd? Whether you're building a brand, promoting your business, or creating something truly one of a kind, Digitized Ink Co. brings your ideas to life with professional digital artwork and custom design services. From logos and graphics to custom illustrations and creative designs that leave a lasting impression, Digitized Ink Co. combines today's technology with traditional artistic values to give every project the attention it deserves. Need a fresh new look for your business, club, team, or special event? Let Digitized Ink Co. create something you'll be proud to show off. Call today at 435-650-7657. Visit digitizedinkco.com or email digitizedinkco@gmail.com. Digitized Ink Co. Cutting edge design. Tready. Looking to bring you right back to life. or just clean it up and make that beater look better than ever. At Sunrise Rod and Custom, we turn worn out into wow. From rust repair to full restoration to complete customization, we got you covered. Need collision repair? Bodywork, no problem. Need something to stand out at the next show? We specialize in pinstriping, custom lettering, and one-of-a-kind paint that makes your ride truly yours. Whether it's a classic cruiser or a shop truck, we take pride in every detail because your ride deserves it. Located in colorful Colorado, Sunrise Rod and Custom is your go-to shop for craftsmanship that turns heads. Call Jeff Lytle today at 983-217-3239. That's 983-217-3239. Sunrise Rod and Custom, we don't just fix cars, we bring them back to life and a whole lot more. Folks, auction season is here. And when it comes time to sell your equipment, livestock, estate items, or complete farm dispersal, you need an auction company you can trust. That's where the Holsworth Auction Company comes in. Serving Colorado and surrounding communities with honest service, hard work, and hometown values. Whether you're planning a farm auction, branch dispersal, estate sale, livestock sale, or equipment reduction, the Holsworth Auction Company has the experience to help get the job done right. And now with online internet bidding available, buyers can participate from just about anywhere, helping bring more attention to your sale and stronger bidding opportunities. Community-minded, professional, dependable. That's the Holsworth difference. Give Ken Holsworth a call today at 970-380-5305 or call John Clatworthy at 970-768-7500 or visit them online at theholsworthauctioncompany.com. The Holsworth Auction Company, LLC, where integrity still matters. And now, we return to pedal to the metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
Okay, we're back. We're back here in the studios in Parker, Colorado at the Roller Dome, baby. Hey, anyway, courtesy of my buddy Texas Rich, Joe Coddington is going to be on our show. And I say our show because the fact is it's my lug nuts and my show, okay? You guys, this is your show just as much as it is mine. So anyway, she's going to be a great interview. It's just going to be a lot of fun to have her on there. I just finished up her song, and of course I can't play it until I hear from her and then until we have her on the show. So we'll have her on real soon. And Carter, to answer your question, as soon as Riley quits taking all these vacations and stuff and I can pin down a date, we will have the ladies of auctioneering on. Hopefully we're going to try to do it the second half of July. So we'll see what happens. She's in Alaska this week and not around. So anyway, getting to the music of the show tonight. Ever since I met my wife, she has always talked about monarch butterflies. And, she had a special bond with her mom. And she always has told me that anytime we see a yellow monarch butterfly, that's her mom stopping by to say hi. And you know, it's just it's just in fact now as one flies around the backyard or something, I'll say, and we called her Mom Mimi, and I always say, "Hi Mimi, how are you today?" and stuff like that. So she's gotten me believing it, and you know what? Hey, there is nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And from what I know, there's a lot of people that believe the same way about the butterflies and stuff like that. And a lot of them think about the monarch butterflies. So I wrote this song here for her, and this is called the Yellow Monarch Butterfly. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Come and walk beside me, my little girl. Though this garden's filled with blooms, it's also filled with dreams and memories that have carried us through the years. Every rose has got a story, every flower chases a dream. See that yellow monarch butterfly drifting softly through the sky. That's my mama stopping by just to say hello. She'd always tell me love lives on long after we are gone. Now I understand those words every time those wings return. When that yellow monarch butterfly comes dancing through the summer sky, don't you cry, don't ask why, just smile and wave hello. Love never really says goodbye, it finds a way to softly fly. Close your eyes, you'll realize I'm closer than you know. We've planted dreams beside these roses, watch the seasons come and go. You held my hand when you were little, now you've somehow grown. We've laughed beneath these old oak branches, shared our secrets with the breeze. Every path we've ever wandered lives inside of me. One day you'll tell your little girl the story I've told you, and she'll watch those golden wings, knowing love is always true. When that yellow monarch butterfly comes dancing through the summer sky, don't you cry, don't ask why, just smile and wave hello. Love never really says goodbye, it finds a way to softly fly. Close your eyes, you'll realize I'm closer than you know. If tomorrow comes without me, please don't think I've gone away. Listen to the morning robins, feel the sunshine on your face. When a yellow monarch butterfly lands upon a blooming rose, that's me reminding you you'll never walk alone. Now you're walking through our garden just the way we used to do. Though you cannot hold my hand now, I'm still walking here with you. The wind will softly whisper, the flowers still will grow, and every you see a yellow monarch butterfly, don't wonder where it came from. Just smile. And remember our walks through the garden. I'll always be your mama. And I'll always be watching over you.
There you go, that yellow monarch butterfly right here on Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music. Like I said, guys, tonight we have a great show. This is going to be so fun. This lady is such a great interview, number one, because she doesn't just give you one-word answers. She goes in depth on these stories and stuff. And Janie's just become a really good friend of ours here, and we enjoy seeing her at the car shows, and she's always got something new that she's done to Floyd and stuff. So I really look forward to talking to her tonight, and that will be at 7 o'clock. Okay, so let's see here. This next song I made, it's about a lady that. It's called Still Walking With You, and this is about a lady whose husband passed away, and she still feels him when she goes walking through this park and stuff like that, and it's called Still Walking With You. So right here on Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music.
It was almost 50 years ago when a friend said, there's someone you should know. One look across that crowded room and love began to bloom. We laughed until they closed the place. I still remember every smile upon your face. Right then I knew my searching days were through, the day my heart found you. We've been still walking with each other through the sunshine and the rain, hand in hand through every season, through the laughter and the pain. Every step our love grew stronger, every dream we carried through, even forever couldn't change it. I'm still walking with you. We bought a little house with a crooked fence. Didn't have much money, but we were rich in love. Children filled our home with laughter. Dogs would run beside us in the yard. Family vacations, Christmas mornings, pictures hanging on every wall. But our favorite place in all the world was that little park each fall. We've been still walking with each other through the sunshine and the rain, hand in hand through every season, through the laughter and the pain. Every step our love grew stronger, every dream we carried through, even forever couldn't change it. I'm still walking with you. I know it's been 6 months since I've been gone, and I know some nights feel far too long. I see the tears you try to hide as you take that old park trail alone. I'll walk beside you every day, though you can't just beyond your door. When you sit beneath our favorite tree, I still smile at every memory. The breeze that gently brushes your face, I pray it feels like my embrace. Don't think you're walking all alone, or that I've left your heart behind. Love is stronger than goodbye, and stronger still than time. I'm still walking with you, my darling, every morning, every night, in every flower, every sunset, in every star that shines so bright. One day we'll walk that path together, holding hands like lovers do. And this time we'll never have to part. I'll still be walking with you. So when you take that walk tomorrow, don't look behind you. Just smile, because I'll be right there beside you. One day, our hands will meet again, and we'll walk forever together. So when you take that walk tomorrow,
Yeah, Cousin Debbie, I don't know. Very dusty here today. The wind has been very crazy here today. In fact, I started out in the shop early this morning, and it was so windy that I just came in and I did get a chance to finish a Joe's song, but that's going to be another good show. And Joe Coddington and Janine Mitchell, their stories are kind of alike. And I text Joe tonight, and I told her, I said, Joe, I said, I know you're a busy lady and stuff, and you're doing all kinds of different things and stuff. But if you get a chance, tune in to the show tonight, because the story that we're going to be talking about tonight is a lot like yours. And she said that she had some kind of a big dinner to go to tonight, but she said hopefully she'd be back in time to listen. If not, she would listen to the one I put up on YouTube, or to the one that's on the Facebook page. So that's a good one. But happy anniversary to Scott Stout and his beautiful bride. And Cousin Debbie, I'm sorry that I made you cry. I didn't mean to do that. You know that. Larry was a great man. I didn't meet him very much. I knew of him. But happy anniversary to you guys, because you know what? And I know you believe this too. He's right there with you. He is definitely right there with you. So you guys enjoy your anniversaries together, and maybe have a sip or two of some schnapps or something for Larry. And Scott, whatever you and your beautiful bride do to celebrate, I hope that you guys enjoy your day. So this next song here is called "Where Has All My Family Gone?" And this is basically, it could resonate and hit anybody, really. As a kid, you grow up, and you have Christmases and all your grandparents and cousins and everything, and if your dad had a work party or something, everybody comes over, and it's just a big fun time, and you never think it's going to end. And then one day it just hits you that, wow, everybody's gone. Everybody's either passed on, or they're doing their own thing with their families now. And So that's the reason why I wrote this song. And this one here is called Where Has My Family Gone? We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
I was just a young boy running barefoot through the yard. Christmas lights in every window. Life didn't seem so hard. Grandma in the kitchen, Grandpa carving up the ham, aunts and uncles laughing loud. Everybody had a hand. 4th of July by the river, fireworks lighting up the sky. Back then I never dreamed those days would ever pass me by. Where has my family gone? Where did all the years run to? One by one they faded away, like the morning dew. I look into the mirror and I see my father's eyes, standing here still wondering why time has to say goodbye. Where has my family gone? Lord, I'm trying to understand who's gonna carry our name along when I'm the last one standing. Mama's chair sits empty, Daddy's tools still hang on the wall. Sometimes I swear I hear them when the evening shadows fall. The old house feels much bigger now. The silence fills every room. The voices that once surrounded me have drifted beyond the moon. I still drive those same back roads, past places we used to be, and every mile brings back a memory of the family that made me. Well, where has my family gone? Where did all the years run to? One by one they faded away, like the morning dew. Oh, I look into the mirror and I see my father's eyes, standing here still wondering why time has to say goodbye. Where has my family gone? Lord, I'm trying to understand who's gonna carry our name along when I'm the last one standing. My oldest son gave me a granddaughter. Lord, she lights up my whole world. When she smiles, I see tomorrow in that sweet little girl. But someday she'll take another name when she finds somebody new. And I can't help but wonder what our family name will do. My uncle had 3 daughters and 1 son to carry on. Now his boy bears Grandpa's name long after Grandpa's gone. That boy was named for Grandpa, a name that stood the test of time. And I pray you'll find a good woman to walk with him through life. Maybe they'll build a family, maybe they'll have a son, and the story keep on living on, 'cause a name is more than letters written on a family tree. It's every laugh and every lesson passed through generations like me. So tonight I'm looking upward to the ones who've gone before, hoping what they built together will keep living evermore. Where has my family gone? I can still hear them in my soul. Every Christmas, every summer, they're the pieces that make me whole. I see Grandpa in the memories, I see Mama in my smile, and though they're gone from this whole world, I can feel them all the while. Maybe names fade with time, maybe bloodlines find new ways, but the love they planted in our hearts still lives on today. Where has my family gone? I think I finally understand. As long as we're remembered, they're never really gone. And somewhere down the road, a young man may probably stand, carrying Grandpa's name and the legacy of our family again. Where has my family gone? I still see them in my dreams, around the Christmas table, beneath the 4th of July sky. And as long as their stories are told, a part of them lives on forever. Forever.
Where has my family gone? Right here on
Looking to bring you right.
Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. Let's see here. What do we got next right here? Let's see here. Oh, I got a Toby Keith song right here. I believe. Excuse me. Wow. From sneezing to coughing. I think Carter was the one that asked me to write a song about Toby Keith, and so you know what? When I get a good song title or something like that, and something that I want to write about, I usually get it done. So if it was you, Carter, that did this, then here you go. This is called Toby's Oklahoma Heart.
Born beneath an Oklahoma sky, a guitar and a dream in a young man's eyes. Worked the oil fields, earned every dime. The Nashville came calling right on time. He wrote in singing, should have been a cowboy, and the whole world knew that Oklahoma boy. From honky-tonks to sold-out nights, he lived his dreams beneath the lights. He sang about America and small-town pride, about family faith and the cowboy life. He'd raise a glass that I love this bar, then drive us all a little farther. He gave his heart in every show, from the Grand Ole Opry to the USO. Though he's gone, his music won't be gone too long. Toby Keith left us a country song. He stood beside the men in uniform. Through desert nights and every storm, an American soldier knew he cared, because Toby was always there. He'd take us on an American ride, with laughter and tears side by side. Sometimes he'd sing a beer for my horses, sometimes he'd make the whole room smile. He never forgot where he came from, an Oklahoma heart through and through. He'd laugh out loud with a red Solo cup and tell the truth like only he could do. Still as good as I once was, he'd grin with that cowboy spark still shining within. He lived life loud, he lived life free, and left that spirit here for you and me. He fought his final battle with courage and grace, never letting life erase that smile upon his face. He reminded us all, no matter how hard life gets, don't let the old man in. So raise your hat beneath the stars, turn his music up in every car. From how do you like me now, to the songs we're singing now, his Oklahoma heart still beats. Anywhere a country radio speaks. Legends never really say goodbye, they just keep riding across the sky. Thank you, Toby, for the songs, the laughter, the patriotism, the love of America, and for never forgetting where you came from. Your voice may be quiet now, but your music will live forever.
You're listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music, where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds, mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the center to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, cool cats and chrome lovers! Get ready for horsepower, hot rods, and summer fun at the Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run! Cruise on out Saturday, July 11th, 2026, from 3 in the afternoon until 8 at night at Sheridan Community Park, 3325 West Oxford Avenue in Sheridan, Colorado. Check out classic rides, custom builds, amazing food trucks, and that sweet sound of engines rolling through a summer evening. Music all night long from Southern Colorado's legendary DJ Buzz Corona. And don't miss the live auction, featuring automotive memorabilia, collectibles, and surprises every car lover's gonna want. Bring your friends, bring the family, and enjoy one incredible night of cars, music, food, and fun. Stay in the loop. Follow Night Owl Hot Rods on Facebook. The Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run, where the classics roll and the good times never stall. Attention hot rodders, custom builders, truck fans, and motorcycle riders! Get ready for the White Buffalo Car Show coming to downtown Snyder, Texas on Saturday, October 3rd, 2026. Cruise into the heart of Snyder and enjoy a full day packed with classic cars, custom trucks, motorcycles, live music, great food, vendors, shopping around the square, and fun for the whole family. With 25 classes, awards, and even a furthest traveled award, there's something for every kind of ride. Registration is just $20, and all proceeds stay local to support area charities and community programs. And don't miss your chance to meet Texas rich with C10 America during this huge downtown celebration. Plus, cruise into the Friday night meet and greet on October 2nd before the band starts rocking. So polish up that chrome, shine those wheels, and head to the White Buffalo Car Show in downtown Snyder, Texas! The White Buffalo Car Show, where horsepower, hometown pride, and Texas tradition come together. Castle Rock, get ready to fire up the horsepower! The 2026 Poor Boy Cruisers Car Show is rolling into ACC in Castle Rock on Saturday, October 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bring out your ride and be part of an incredible day supporting the American Cancer Society, with 100% of the donations going to the cause. Entry fee donation is just $20 cash only, and registration is same day only. The show takes place at ACC Castle Rock, 4500 Limelight Avenue, Castle Rock, Colorado, 80109. Enjoy giveaways, a 50-50 raffle, silent auction, specialty trophies, and an awesome lineup of classic cars, customs, trucks, and hot rods. All makes and models are welcome. Don't miss the 2026 Poor Boy Cruisers Car Show in Castle Rock. Saturday, October 3rd, where chrome shines bright and horsepower helps make a difference.
All right, we're back right here on Pedal of the Metal Motors and Music. Hey, we got a great July already, guys. On July 1st, we have Jerry Potts, and he's going to be talking about the Night Owls Car Show. Jerry is a very creative man. He made my dash plaques for my car show and stuff, and he does a bunch of stuff for Raul and stuff. And Raul has gotten me all these interviews, and he said that Jerry knows a lot about the Night Owls and stuff like that. So we're going to be talking to him on the 1st. But what we're going to do from the 6 to 7 o'clock portion of the show is I want to know what everybody's going to be doing for their 4th of July. What are you guys going to be doing for your 4th of July is what I want to know, and we'll talk more about that on the 1st. Maybe we'll have a few of you call in, and you can tell us what your plans are and different things like that. So we look forward to doing that on July 1st. Then on the 4th, I've got a show in the morning over at Hitch and Post Hay. And then me and Mrs. Roller are going to take Bob, and we're going to cruise over to Rhodey's party. This will be the first one, and then he's going to do it one more year after that. But we're going to go hang out at Rhodey's house for a while, and then supposedly another good friend of mine is going to be having a barbecue that night. So looks like we're going to be getting our feet on all day long. So. And then, of course, on the 5th, we got Little Rich and Brian, also with the Night Owls, and they're going to be talking about the Night Owls Car Show. And then on the 7th, we got the head lug nut, the man, the myth, the legend, the number one lug nut of all times, Mr. Raul de la Torre. And we had an interview with him a few months back, and Mother Nature was being the beautiful young lady that she is, and just completely shut the show down. And we lost internet, we lost everything, and we even lost Raul's interview. So we're going to be talking about, of course, the Night Owls, and then we're going to go ahead and finish up his interview and stuff like that. Now, remember, there's not going to be a show on the 8th because we're doing the one on the 7th, and we were going to do another one on the 9th, but Mrs. Roller and mine's anniversary is the 11th, which is the night of the Night Owls car show. So her and I are going to go up to Woodland Park, and we're going to hang out up there, and we're going to take her Mustang up and cruise around and go check out the shops and stuff. And she was cool enough to say, you know what, let's just do something on the 9th, and then that way, because I know you're busy on the 11th, and so we're going to do that. And then on the 12th, we got Dave and Mason Rife. They're monster truck drivers, friends of mine. They've been in the business for a lot of years, and we're going to be talking to them about their careers and the new trucks coming out and different things like that. And then hopefully I have something set up with, I already have Cookie's interview set up. All I got to do is call her and tell her what date. But hopefully I can get with the world traveler, Riley King. Timmy's on. That's right. Timmy is on too. Yeah. Anyway, you know, we'll get everything going, and then Raul, I will get with you. And confirm everybody on those dates and stuff, so we can probably do that sometime tomorrow. I got to go visit my CPA in the morning, and then I'll try to get a hold of you tomorrow afternoon, and we'll confirm everybody on the dates and stuff like that. So, but anyway, we hope to have the ladies of auctioneering on for the rest of the month of July, and then already August, man. God, where does this time go? I mean, it just goes so fast. I mean, especially these summer months, you know, they're just, I guess because we're all so busy and being outside and not paying attention to the hours in the day, and then all of a sudden it's nighttime, and I don't know. It's crazy. So anyway, this next song here is called Mopar Magic, and this is for all you Mopar fans. You know, if I hadn't grown up as a bow tie guy, I would have been a Mopar fan for sure, because I love the Mopars of the 60s and the 70s. You know, of course, my favorite car is the Superbird or the Daytona. I mean, I even as a little kid, I thought that was a cool car, and it really was. I mean, people didn't like it; they were afraid of it, I guess, or something. But talk about power, man! Talk about power. But here we are, right here. This is called Mopar Magic, right here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
You had a Hemi inside. The you could feel. Built for racing, born to win. The Hemi legend still lives within. From 1966 to glory days, you left your mark in 1,000 ways. Still hear your thunder when the engines start. The 426 lives inside our hearts. Mopar magic, hear that Hemi roar. Still the legend everybody's searching for. From the street machines to the quarter-mile line. Mopar magic, king of its time. Mopar magic, let the whole world see what American horsepower used to be when that elephant motor came alive. Mopar magic, never die. Yeah. Back in the day, you were the king. And when they heard you had a Hemi, fear rolled through the pits. Before you ever fired the engine.
Oh yeah, Mopar magic right here on Pedal of the Metal Motors and Music. You know, I tell you what, the cool thing about this next song is there's not one of you that's in this feed tonight that isn't proud of your country, man. Not one. And when my cousin Debbie had asked if I could make this song, I had already started on it, and you know, it was it's just really, it's really a tribute, and proud to be able to make a song about 9/11. I hope you guys like it, and this is called We Still Read the Names. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
It started like an ordinary morning in September. Blue sky stretched across the land, we'll always remember. Folks were headed off to work, children headed off to school. No one knew how much would change before that day was through. But when the world felt shaken and hearts were filled with pain, we found strength in one another and carried on again. And we still read the names 25 years later. We still hold our loved ones close and cherish every neighbor. For the brave who answered when the call came that day. For the families who found the courage to somehow find a way. Though the years keep rolling by, the memories remain. Every September we bow our heads and still read the names. Some gave all they had to give, helping those in need, showing us what sacrifice and love can truly mean. And some were left with empty chairs and photographs at home, learning how to carry on when they felt so alone. But across this country, people stood side by side once more,
every September we stand together and still read the names. When the church bells softly ring and old glory waves, we'll remember love and sacrifice and the lives that helped shape us. 25 years have come and gone, but one thing still remains. We still read the names. We still read the names.
You're listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. Where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds, mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the center to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, lug nuts, need to pick me up to start your day. There's a place in Parker that'll get you going. Rise and Grind Coffee has bold espresso, strong coffee, smooth lattes, plus chai teas and cold. Smoothies, regular or decaf, whatever you're in the mood for. Hungry, grab a hot breakfast burrito or a fresh muffin, quick, simple, and ready to roll. Got something coming up, any event or party you're planning, they've got a portable coffee cart that brings the coffee right to you. Fresh drinks served on site. Local spot, good coffee, good people. Rise and Grind Coffee, fueling your day, one cup at a time. Let's take a look at our new partner, 6'9" Graphics and Design. A small design and marketing company, big on personalized service. They work closely with you to get your business noticed, with graphics that stand out and grab attention. 6'9" Graphics and Design specializes in stickers, decals, and graphics for your hot rods, custom projects, so business marketing. They also offer logo design, brochure signs, business cards, banners, custom apparel, vehicle graphics, and much more. Remember, that's 6'9" Graphics and Design. Visit 69design.com or find them on Instagram at 69design. Lug nuts.
And now, we return to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
Okay, we're back, and we're just right on time here to be calling Janine Mitchell. We'll be talking to her, Carter, after the interview. I'll play that song for you, but we're going to get into the interview right now. So I've got the number all pulled up here. So let's see if we can call Janie and see if she's in the house. I know that the phone's working.
Hello?
Janie,
Yes, Janine, how are you?
what are you doing, kiddo?
I was just waiting for your call. But can you hear me okay on this line?
Is this your cell phone?
Yes.
You know, I know you said you wanted me to call you on the landline, but so far we're doing okay. Uh,
Okay.
if we lose connection or something like that, why don't you text it? Because I didn't write that down, and I'm sorry. I did
Oh,
somewhere,
that's
but I
okay.
don't know where I wrote it down at. Let's see here.
While we're on the phone, I'll send it to you just in case. I'll send you the
Yeah, just
screenshot of it, I think.
just
Yeah.
just instant message it to me on a screenshot, and then I'll write it down, and then I can call
Okay,
you.
great.
Yeah, so I'll give you a few minutes and stuff, and to go ahead and take your time, and then we'll go ahead and get on with the interview. But yeah,
Sounds
lady,
good.
we're gonna give her a few minutes, guys. But this young lady here is an amazing young lady. She has taken this truck and turned it into what her dad used to have and turned it into this beautiful, beautiful truck now. And you can always tell Floyd when Floyd comes rolling up to the to the car shows and stuff because it's just so well done. It really is. I mean, just and the cool thing about it is Jane's such a personal, great person, but she brings her little dog with her too, man, and her sometimes the dog's in the stroller and. It's just the perfect setting right there, guaranteed. So for sure.
Mhm.
So, but anyway, Janie, number one, thank you for being on the show. I text a lady today. Do you remember a gentleman uh, that put on a show called the American Hot Rodder by the name of Boyd Coddington?
No.
Okay. Um, uh, anyway, I text his wife today,
Uh-huh.
and we're making a song for her, and her name's Joe Coddington. And I asked her to tune in to this episode. She said she was going to some kind of a dinner that they had plans to go to tonight, and she didn't know if she could listen live, but she was going to listen. But you guys' stories are really similar as about as far as women building and doing the dirty work with your hands and building the creations and stuff like that. Okay, I got it here. Let's write this down. Yeah, I lost it there, but I'll get the last part of it here in a minute. But anyway, she said she was going to tune in and listen. So, but why don't you start out as a little girl hanging out with Floyd and your dad and being in the shop and going from there.
My dad was like, and everybody thinks their dad was the greatest, but I mean, my dad was just the kindest, patient person you'd ever meet. And he always treated me like that it didn't matter if I was a girl and that I only weighed, 100 pounds, or back then I probably weighed 85 pounds. Didn't matter that, it didn't, he never thought about that. It was something that I was a girl because I had a brother, but he always treated me like I could do whatever it was. You could do it.
Right.
And that confidence he instilled in me made it, I would be in the garage and he'd say, well, this is kind of funny, but he would, that bolt's not too tight, just get a bigger breaker bar. And so funny part of that story is, I have a house in Florida and a house here, and don't have all my tools in Florida. So I'm trying to get this bolt off my 56 T-Bird, and I can't get it. And I need a breaker bar down here. So I go to Harbor Freight, and I go up there. I said, I need a breaker bar. And they take me over to this aisle, and it's like giant socket wrenches with the swivel head. I said, that's not a breaker bar. It's like a piece of pipe.
An old school breaker bar. That's what it
It's
was.
a piece of pipe, and it goes over the end of your socket wrench. Yes, that's what I know of a breaker bar to be.
Yes, guaranteed. But that's the terminology, that you go to at like to the parts stores to now today. Back in the day, you could go to a parts store and you'd say, "I need a 1157 bulb." Well, the guys would just tell you where it's at, and bring it out to you. Now they ask you what size motor you have. Does it have air conditioning? Is it an automatic or a four-speed? And at the end of the day, they have wasted 20 minutes of your time trying to find out information that is absolutely mute to the conversation that you're trying to have with them. But they don't
Absolutely.
understand. They don't understand.
Right. I mean, I was in I think it was a Midas or something one time, and the Floyd, the truck, had his battery was dead. So I went in there to go grab a battery, and they wouldn't sell it to me because they said my VIN number didn't have enough numbers in it. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. Yes, it is. It really, really is. I mean, it's just they have taken something that was, just so simple to go do because everybody at the parts stores knew cars, and all these kids is kids on summer break that are filling a position and gathering a paycheck. They have not a clue. Now, some of them are smart. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking all of them, but the biggest percentage, they don't know anything about the automobile world.
Right. And not that I've always, you have to learn along the way. And if they take the time to learn about it, but that's the problem with the world today. People don't always take the time to actually learn how things work. Or, if you have a job in a parts store, you should understand some of the parts at least.
Well, that's exactly it. It's just like, you need a quart of transmission fluid, or you need some windshield wiper fluid or something like that. You don't
Yeah.
have to ask a million questions. You just go get it, and this is what we recommend. And you have a name brand that you prefer better. Well, we don't carry that, but this is close to it. But you're
Right.
right. Nobody knows anything anymore about it. And then God forbid you want them to put something on, like if you don't have tools. We pulled into an AutoZone one day, and we were in a Corvette. We didn't have any tools on us, and we were like, we need a battery. And the guy's going, well, it could be your charging system. It could be. I said, no, it's the battery. Okay, you got to trust me on this one. It's the battery. Well, we got to do this. We got to run this test. It's absolutely free, but we got to run this test. And so we'd run the test, and he goes, it's your battery. And I said, yeah, that's what I said. It's the battery. And I mean, then you ask him, well, we don't have no tools. Can you put it in for us? Well, no, we really can't because we don't have a technician here. And I said, well, it's really simple. It's just a battery. It's not very hard. Do you have tools that I can borrow? Well, yeah, we do. Well, then I'll put
Right.
it in myself. It's just the way it is.
Absolutely.
This,
That way, it's done right when you do it yourself.
right, exactly. So, growing up, of course, you rode in Floyd. You spent a lot of time with your daddy going to parts stores and different places in Floyd and stuff like that. Did you always know that one day Floyd would be your truck?
Yes, I did. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Because, yeah, I was just so much closer with my father than my brother was. I mean, we just always thought the same. And it was kind of funny because I would come up with some weird, let's say, theory or whatever about something. And I just thought everybody else would think it was crazy. But my dad would get what I was trying with my point. He would get it. So we
Uh-huh.
always were on the same page about everything.
Right. What is one of your fondest memories of working in the shop with your dad?
Well, of course, I was always these are kind of funny stories, but he would be out there and he'd go, Janine Marie, which he never called me by my middle name. Of course, that makes you think you're in trouble. And I'd say, what, Dad? And he goes, can you go get me a beer?
Most important, got to keep hydrated when you're a mechanic.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And then as an adult, one time he calls me, he says, come over and help me. I said, okay. I come over there and he goes, good. I said, what are we doing today, Dad? And he goes, we're making a kegerator. So we're taking this fridge and we're going to put a keg in and we're going to put a spout on it. I said, great, Dad. With these kind of skills, I'll be able to get any husband I want.
So you keep your Thunderbird down in Florida then, huh?
I do. So, because what happened was, of course, I'm from Colorado. My husband wanted to get a house in Florida because that's what old people are supposed to do. And so we got one, and I was bored down there. And I started going to car shows, and I felt like a poser without having my own classic car, you know?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So
What?
then I went looking for what I wanted to get, and I ended up getting it on Bring a Trailer auction, and I got a great deal on it. And the funny part of that story is, so like after I'd had it for like 6 months, I'm in Colorado, the car's in Florida, and I'm in I'm in my books looking for a book, and there's a T-Bird parts catalog, and I go, why would I have a T-Bird's parts catalog? I've never seen this before. Pull it out, it's 2008, 2009, and I was like, this is weird. And I open it up, and there's my dad's handwriting in there. I guess he wanted a T-Bird, and I didn't even know that.
Wow. So he made you buy one through the
Yes.
spirit of him, and did he have it? Of course, if you didn't know what he wanted, he didn't know what color he wanted. But do you think that would have been
Nope.
a car of his?
So mine's Fiesta Red. And, I don't know that. That's a very good question. I'm not sure. I can't answer that because he wanted to paint Floyd the truck creamsicle orange. So that did not happen.
Yeah, I can. And he had already started painting some of Floyd's parts and stuff creamsicle orange, didn't he?
He painted the whole engine bay.
Yes, yes, that's what I
And, well,
figured.
actually, what kind of happened was we had the engine built by this mechanic, but he didn't get, the guy went out of business, they didn't finish, so here it sits not working as well, but the guy had went and painted it for him, thinking, doing him a favor of painting it creamsicle orange. And I was like, oof. But then it was primer gray when he died, and then the engine bay was orange, so I left a little bit of orange. It's still on the block down at the bottom.
Well, that's okay. You gotta pay tribute to your dad somehow a little bit, don't you?
Oh yeah, it makes me laugh every time I look at it
You
and go,
did.
gosh, I'm glad I didn't do that color. Whew.
So at the car shows and stuff, uh, does people say, okay, what's going on here with this orange? What are you doing here? What's going on?
It's funny you say that. I was at a car show today, even, which, by the way, I won a trophy, and it was a
Congratulations!
thank you. It was way out at 44th and McIntyre. It was all Ford and Mercury show, and this guy says to me, he says exactly that. He goes, "Well, it's pretty good, but I don't know why didn't you use Ford Blue?" And I was like, well, because." So then I have to go into the whole story.
Sure, exactly. But this because my dad was a jokester, and this is what he wanted, and I'm still doing what he wanted. I'm still his little girl.
Absolutely, and I just got to leave little hints, like my hubcaps that that's what my dad put on there, and I thought, those are pretty cool. I'm gonna leave them on there.
Yeah, and they're not original. What those caps come off of? What?
No, it's funny. They're actually from Summit Racing, but somebody told me, who was a guy who used to sell tires and stuff. He said they were from that style of them. They're not exactly, but Summit Racing sells those now. Yeah.
They were kind of iconic back in the hot rod days. That I can remember. Like I even think, and I'm not really 100% sure on this, but I think like even in Greece and stuff, I remember seeing a car that had those hubcaps on it.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to check that
You have
out.
to check
Yeah.
it out and see, but I could be wrong. I have been wrong many times, Janie, guaranteed. But
Well,
you've done everything to Floyd yourself. You've had help along the way, of course, but what is it like going in to say doing interior work, and you know nothing about doing interior work?
you know, now other people are coming to me to have me do their interior work because they saw the truck and they've heard through the grapevine. So somehow now I've done like 4 vehicles besides Floyd.
Wow.
So, yeah, and it's not a $10,000 interior, but it's better than duct tape. Or what I had was one of those old woven horse blanket things my dad had
Yeah.
on there that had a big hole in it. It was pretty rough. So, but I'm adventurous. I like to do things I've never done before.
Uh-huh. Did you
So
have?
that
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Did you have to buy the sewing machine and all that stuff, or was that something your dad had acquired throughout the years?
No, my dad didn't do any upholstery thing like that. And I kept telling him, he died in 2018, just before COVID. And I kept telling him, Dad, I think I can do the interior. I've got a plan. Let me do the doors and then he died right about that time. And so
Uh,
during COVID, I started with my door panels. And that's how it kind of, then I thought, okay, this turned out pretty good. Now I'm going to try. And I took the seat out and then, just took it apart and said, shoot, I can do better than this. So yeah, that's kind of happened. But I actually used a regular machine on my first one, which was an old school Viking Husqvarna that was pretty sturdy. And that's how I started out. But in retrospect, I kept having problems with the machine because it was just too thick a material. But yeah.
Wow. So now do you have a regular interior sewing machine for interiors?
Well, I have a better one, but I still would like to get a real Juki. But I keep looking on Marketplace, and I'll find one eventually. And but I'd like to get a better one. Let's put it that way.
Right, right. They're definitely out there. You can definitely find them and stuff. In fact, there was a guy at the auction that did my upholstery work that had his machine up for sale. When I see him again, I'll ask him if he ever sold it, and if so, I'll give you his number. Maybe you guys can get together and do some
That'd be
business.
great.
Yeah. So now you change the insert in the center of the seat. Tell us a little
Uh-huh.
bit. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, this is my third seat I've done on Floyd because I come up with new ideas or it gets dirty, and I thought I'm just make another one. So this current one says, which thanks to you, Roller, you kind of gave me the idea
Uh-huh.
because when I talked to you in that interview at that car show at Chenango, or I think it was Chenango.
It was.
We were talking, and so we were laughing about my dad pushing the gas pedal, right?
Yeah.
And how, so I took that idea and I thought, you know what? I'm going to incorporate that in my seat and put that in there. So the back of my seat says, it was Floyd, officer. And so, yeah.
We chased you, Derek and I. We chased you probably through 4 different car shows. You're this little social butterfly at the car shows. Everybody knows you. I mean, there is not a person at the car show that doesn't know you or doesn't know your little dog. And Derek and I could never find you. We were always like, we want to talk to the owner of Floyd. And people would look at us like, what are you talking about? We're like, Floyd, the truck up there, that's Floyd. And they're like, well, how do you know? And it's because the name Floyd is on the back of the truck, you dummy. Pay attention to these things that are coming in the show. So let's talk about the tailgate. What, how did you get that done?
So it started out when I had it painted, which needless to say, I'm not thrilled with the paint job I got, but I had said to them, I first thought if somebody was a good enough painter, they could shadow it and make it look like Floyd instead of Ford, where it wouldn't be too obvious. But when I went to the paint shop and I saw what they were doing, I was like, never mind, that's not going to work because it looked like kindergartner did it. It was terrible. So I said, paint over that, just make it flat. I don't want that. So then I was talking to somebody who is trying to do a YouTube video thing about different people and cars and stuff. So he had talked to me about, and I told him that idea, and he said, I know somebody who does fabrication and could probably do this. And so it's Hair Trigger Customs in the town of Sheridan off of Hampton. And so he looked at it and he said, I'm going to have to make the dies. And he said, but yeah, I can do this. So that's how it happened. You run into one person who takes you to somebody else, and then lo and behold, he said, yeah, I can do that. And that's how it started. He did that. And then the guy wanted to film it for this YouTube thing. He's never finished the YouTube thing, but that's where it kind of started. Yeah.
Well, isn't it amazing how what you just said is so true about the car culture? You need something and you ask enough people, and sooner or later you're going to find a person that's going to do it for you. And it's just amazing how the car culture in Colorado, and I imagine it's that way everywhere, but how willingly people are to help you.
I agree. And, I don't know if I've often said, I do think that sometimes, I don't want to say being a girl has its pros and cons, because I do think sometimes, because I do want to get out there and do my stuff, I do think I kind of get help from a lot of people because they know I'm trying my best and I don't know everything, or I can't lift it out, or I have to say my guys in my car club help me all the time in a sense, like, hey, this is doing this. Do you know Jerry Hall? You know who he is?
I've heard of the name.
Jerry has that yellow Nomad. He goes to
Yes.
he goes.
There you
Okay.
go. Okay, now I know who you're talking about.
I'm the same way. I know people buy their cars, but
Yeah. That's me.
So Jerry, he's a wealth of information, and he told me how to keep Floyd cooler by having this thing. And then I met somebody else who I traded for them. They helped me make this metal piece to block the air in, so it would go through the radiator and not go out the sides and the top. And yeah, one person leads you to another person, and yeah.
You know, Jerry is a wealth of knowledge. He is, in fact, I got to get him on my show.
Oh,
He
he's amazing.
he
Yeah,
has done some incredible things in the drag racing world. And
yeah,
still has some great stories and stuff like that. He's just a nice guy. Yeah, and you know how I met him is one day he was at the Elizabeth Car Show, and
yeah.
he's walking around with this blue shirt on, and it said Continental Divide Raceway. And
Oh, okay.
back in the day, I don't know. Are you from Colorado?
I am.
Do you remember the racetrack CDR?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I had a bunch of stickers made up, and I didn't have them with me at that time. But not everybody knows about Continental Divide Raceway, and me and him started talking, and I said, "Man, I've got a sticker that I just made up, and it's the original Continental Divide Raceway sticker." And I said, "When I see you the next time, I'll have it for you." Well, I didn't see him for a while, and but he was off doing something that he always goes and does and everything. So, but I finally ran into him, and yeah, him and his wife, they're
Oh,
such
yeah.
great people, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love sitting and talking to Jerry because he always has a good story. He tells a great story,
He does. He really does. He
and he's
really.
always willing to help me, tell me, now you should do this. And what he told me to do worked great because today I was driving all the way from 44th and McIntyre to Castle Rock, and my truck never got over 202.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
perfect. Now, you got plans on going to the Shenango show?
Yes, I will. Yes, I'll be there.
What about what are you doing for the 4th of July?
I don't have plans yet. Is there a show for the fourth?
There is. There's a couple of shows. And does your husband like to go to shows and stuff like that?
No, you want me to go into the story about my husband and how that goes down? So my husband is not a car guy,
Uh
not
huh.
even a little bit.
Uh huh.
And he one time we were having a discussion, we'll say it's a discussion about who had more junk around the house or whatever.
Uh
And
huh.
he's like, "Well, you have all those metal pieces." And I go, "What?" He goes, "In the garage, those metal pieces. Some of them are your dad's." And I go, "Show me what you're talking about." He takes me to the garage and he points to it. And I go, "That's called a toolbox, and those are tools, and I use those." That's a true story.
Well, it's up to you to educate him then.
Well, here's the thing. I love that my husband doesn't do things in the garage because he doesn't ever tell me how to do it. He doesn't get in my way. He doesn't.
Well, I understand, and that's a positive deal right there for sure. I'll guarantee you
Right.
that. But getting
But
back
I
to the
did get him to go to one car show in Florida with me, and he was there for like 2 minutes, and he's like, "I'm going shopping," and he left.
well, it's my wife is the same way. I mean, we've been married 40 years, and
Uh-huh.
she I've been in the motorsports business since day one, and
Uh-huh.
I've taken her to a couple of monster truck shows because the boys went when they were little, and they absolutely loved it. But that's just not her cup of tea.
Yeah.
She does not like to go to car shows. Her dad gave her a Mustang, and I
Uh-huh.
totally put new striping on it and fancy wheels and stuff, and hoping that she would enjoy maybe taking and showing off her dad's car at the shows and ride with me, and
Uh-huh.
she might drive the Mustang 3 or 4 times a year, and that's it. The rest of the time,
Oh,
it just sits. And now we are taking it for on the 9th, and we're going to go up to Woodland Park in it and stuff like that. But if I don't initiate it, she doesn't, and she will not go to a car show. I mean, we go to Freddy's on Fridays, but we
yeah.
go eat at 4 o'clock, and then before 5, she's gone. She
He's
won't
out of there.
stay. And everybody's like, "When are we going to be able to meet your wife?" And I was like, "Well, the day we all go shopping together, I think. If we can go to Hobby Lobby and meet at Hobby Lobby together, then that's when you can meet her, because she just isn't going to go do that. But she is going to go to one of the shows on the 4th of July. But anyway, there's a show out on the road off of Singing Hills going over to Elizabeth. I forget the highway number of that highway, but it's there's a place called Hitching Post Hay, and
Now, did they have a show earlier this year?
what's that?
Didn't they have a show earlier this year, this summer at that same place?
I don't know if they did or not. They
Okay.
used to have some shows, but they quit having some shows for a couple years. But
Okay.
they're just great people, and it's just a really nice place where they sell hay for horses and feed for
Oh,
cattle and
wow.
stuff like that. But it's concrete where you park your car, and if you get there early enough, and
Uh-huh.
it's just everybody shows up. It's just a good little car show. So if you'll put, and I'm not exactly sure where you live at exactly, but if you just put in Hitching Post Hay,
Okay.
and if you come into the town to Elizabeth,
Uh-huh.
and you turn and you head that highway that goes past the high school,
Okay.
and you follow that highway about maybe 2 or 3 miles down the road,
Uh-huh.
it'll be on your right hand side. It's a big building, you can't miss it. But that's in
Okay.
the morning. But the one that would I think you would really like is and my buddy Rody, he welcomes everybody to come. He has a big Rhodey's a big pinstriper. Do you know who Rhodey is?
I don't.
Okay. Rhodey is a professional pinstriper, hot rod guy. He's been around forever and he's very well known. And every 4th of July, they have a big party where everybody brings their cars out of his house. And he
Okay.
lives just right down the block from Grandview High School.
Okay.
As you're going down Arapahoe, it's just right after Grandview. I can get you an address and stuff, but that's a cool one. They have a band and stuff, and they do food and different things like that. But those are the two shows that I'm going to attend that day. I'm going to definitely go to the Hitch and Post A for sure, and then go to Roadies for sure after that.
Oh, okay. So you were talking about memories with my dad. So my suicide knob on on the truck, my
Yeah.
dad made it. He
Oh,
made it from scratch out of aluminum.
really?
He did.
How did how did he form that? What did he do? What was his thinking
He
behind
was
that?
he wanted one because he was old school. So my dad always had these great old school stories because he was from Colorado too, and he would talk about Buster Schneider, and he had a 40 coupe, so he wanted to have a suicide knob on this truck too, but he couldn't find one. So he had a lathe, he had a CNC machine in his garage.
Uh huh.
And so my dad would just make things. If he couldn't find it, he'd just make one. So he made it out of aluminum and used the lathe and made that suicide knob. And it will stay on there forever because it always reminds me of him. Yeah.
Guarantee. Do you have the CNC machine today?
No, I sold it when he died because it was big. He had it brought in with a crane. And I thought when he passed away, I had a whole garage full of tools and parts and things and
Yeah.
this. Because he also loaded his own shotgun shells and he was always just doing something. So I had a lot of stuff to get rid of.
Floyd was a man's man then, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, his brain was always working, and so he would, and I think he instilled that in me where I just can't pay somebody else to do something I can do myself.
There you go. So well said. So well said. Rob Buddha's on here, and he said that Janine is real deal, not afraid to get grease under her nails, and there's no challenge she's afraid of to address.
Oh,
Very well said, Rob. Guaranteed, I have to agree with you immensely on that comment for sure. But no, I think that what you've done with Floyd is just totally amazing. I mean, when you started telling us the stories after we got done that interview that day, I told Derek, I said that's amazing. That's just totally amazing that she's done all this herself. Because really, to look at you, you're just this petite young lady, and you don't picture you being able to do any mechanic work and stuff. And you just, pardon me, but you shocked the hell out of me. I'll guarantee you that right now.
really? Yeah, I think my dad just treated me like, it didn't matter. I was still always tiny, but Dad was like, you could figure out a way to get that up there if we use pulley systems. We would do, matter of fact, he and I brainstormed. He always taught me how to have a mechanical mind. So when he got older, my dad was in a mobility scooter, and he didn't get around at all anymore. But we would always figure out ways to do something. So just when he passed away, we were trying to figure out a way to make some kind of. I had come up with the idea of gonna get him a one of those electric winches, and we were gonna loop it over the ceiling joist, and so he could lift himself up when he fell down on the floor.
Well, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah, because he wanted to live alone, but then he passed. But that's what we did. He and I would, like, we call it brainstorming. We'd have these brainstorming sessions about how to do things, and he always made me think I could do it. I could figure out a way I could do it.
Right, exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, I know he's very proud of you, and I know that he rides with you and Floyd, just like my dad rides with me and Bob. And it's just it's such a good feeling to be able to make a tribute to somebody that is so special in our lives, isn't it? I mean, it just
Yeah.
really makes my heart feel just well, it makes me feel like he's riding with me all the time.
It keeps them alive in a weird kind of way, because when you remember them and talk about them, they're still alive to us.
It's the truth. And you having the gear shift knob in the truck, and you know that his hand was on that gear shift knob and stuff like that, plus the wheel and every other part of the truck. But in
Yeah.
mine, my truck was not the original truck that my dad had. My
Uh
truck
huh.
was a truck that I found at the auction, and I made it into a clone of what my dad had. Now,
Gotcha.
granted, my dad's truck was brand new in '73. It didn't have the faded paint. The
Yeah.
signage wasn't faded, you
Uh
know.
huh.
And but the reason why I did it that way is the way I did it now is because I picture my dad's service truck after all the years of use. If we would have stayed in the building and stayed in the standards, you know, uh, stayed in the standard oil service business, that truck would have looked like that. So
Absolutely.
that's the reason why I
Yeah.
left the patina. That's the reason why I this made the signs fade and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but my piece is his coat that hangs in the back window. That coat,
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
can remember him coming through the door with that coat on. I remember him when I was cold, putting that coat on me, saying, "Here, wear this," and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's really pretty cool. And Raul, we do have a song about Floyd. We're going to play it here in a minute, and we do have a song about Bob too.
And
But
did you see Raul? Did he text in or something?
what's that? Yeah,
You,
he just texted in just now.
well, I tell him I said hi, and that I'm going to be at Night Owls, and I'm looking forward to that show.
Oh, I'm glad you're going. I'm so glad you're going to be there because, I've been invited to the Night Owls by a friend of mine who does the auction, Mark Lunn, for
Uh
probably
huh.
the last 2 or 3 years. But I've always had something on that day. And Raul and I met, and he says to tell you hi. But Raul and I met at ACC Car Show there in Castle Rock.
I
Uh,
remember because you were looking at his car, his panel truck, when I was
yes.
standing there, and I go, "Isn't this beautiful?" Yeah.
Exactly. Remember, because we were talking about that young man that had the Mustang, and you said you need to
Yep.
interview him and
Right.
stuff. So I remember you were there. But anyway, we
Yep.
became friends after that, and
Uh-huh.
but I didn't know that it was Raul that had the Night Owls car show. And that
Oh,
night, I
okay.
posted it on my Facebook page, the interview, and my buddy Mark immediately called me and goes, "That's the guy." And I was like, "What are you talking
Guy.
about? That's the guy." He goes, "That's the guy that has the Night Owls car show that I've been trying to get you to come help me with the auction." I said, "He's such a great guy." So they invited me to dinner, to lunch. We had a couple of, well, not lunches, it was breakfasts. We went and had we had some a bean or two, and there's a little story into that one. But uh, we just became good friends, and he has been so instrumental in helping me with my car show and helping me out. The man will give you the shirt off his back, is basically what I'm trying to say. And, him and Rhodey and everybody drove down to my car show in Pueblo and attended that. And just, I am so happy that I'm going to be there this year. And I have met so many people through Raul that that I became really good friends with. So it's been a great relationship, and it's one that I'll cherish for forever and a day. I promise you that right now.
Well, and one of these days I'll have a horn in Floyd, but until then, I just have to pretend I have a horn.
Well,
He was next to me on the street, and he's honking his horn, and we're kind of, and I go, "Oh yeah, well I don't have a horn."
well, you have to get a. Did he have a usual kind of horn that he liked, or anything like? Did he like train horns, or did something like that?
You mean my dad?
Yeah.
No, not particularly. And I have one in there, but I just haven't run the whole thing through the steering column and taken the whole, I got to do all that. And I thought, somebody that said the other day, you could do it on a toggle. And I thought, you're right, I could,
Yeah.
because I had the horn, I just never wired it in. And I was like, I could do that. That's easy enough. So I just haven't got around to it yet. But
That's what makes you so cool. See, you just knew exactly what somebody was talking about, and I try to tell my wife something about it in her car. You need to do this, and you could just see her eyes glaze over, and she just like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so I love her to death, but she is not car smart in any way, shape, or form for sure. But
yeah, that happens. Opposites attract, right? Isn't that that's what my husband and I have? He wouldn't
well,
know for nothing.
it's the truth. You are so exactly right. I mean, my wife is very conservative. Uh,
Um,
she's kind of a shy person. She'll talk, when spoken to, but she's not this outgoing person. And she's always like, we'll be at dinner someplace, and somebody will come up and talk to me. She goes, it never fails. We can't go anywhere without somebody knowing you and saying hi to you. She goes, is there anybody that you don't know? And then I'll be kind of the smart ass of the group, excuse my language, but I'll say, yeah, I don't know that couple over there or that one there or those people over there. So, and she's like, and she gets mad at me and says, shut up. And she says other things, but I won't say them. So, uh,
Well, my husband says, "What do you do at these car meets anyway?" And I said, "Well, we stand around and talk about cars." And and he goes, "Oh my God, that sounds awful."
well, maybe your husband and my wife we can take them one time and then go do some shopping, and me and you'll just hang
Yep,
out at the car shows.
that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're probably already shopping together all the time because mine's never at the car show.
So tell us about your little dog. There's Carter Chiffon was on here a minute ago, or she still is, and Carter wants to know, do you take your little dog to the car shows? And of course you do. So tell us about your little dog.
So my little dog is Willow, and I got her just about a year in last April, and she's a rescue. She weighs 5 pounds. She's a little Yorkie, and she was locked in a laundry room 10 years prior to being put up for adoption. And they didn't take her to the groomer. They didn't take her to the vet. So she really had no sensory. There was no windows in it. So she really hadn't experienced the world. And so she's a little timid, but she's my co-pilot. She goes everywhere with me. And once in a while, she'll be sleeping in the morning if the car show's real early, and she'll be like, "I'm not getting up." But most of the time, she goes with me. And the only time she gets worked up a little bit is when somebody's got a cracking and popping, something running a little rich. She's not crazy about that,
Uh-huh.
but otherwise, she does pretty well at the car shows. Yeah, she just hangs out. And so in that one of those pictures you posted on there, and with my T-bird, if you look real close, Willow has a little polka dotted dress on that matches mine. I made for her, so we had matching polka dotted dresses for that was on Halloween.
I remember seeing that. Yes, I do. Now, did I remember? I mean, I might not have. It might not be your dog, but don't you have a set of goggles or something that Willow wears, or something like glasses or something like that?
Earmuffs. I have her some ear things to cover her little ears, so when things get loud, she could put her little pink earmuff things on her ears.
There you go. I knew it was something like that. Yeah. And then when you push her around in the stroller, that's just so funny. I just love it. I mean, that there's a bond right there that you and my wife would have because she's a big dog nut. We both are. We both love our animals. But Yeah, you push her around in that little stroller, and she just sits there like she is the queen of the day there in that little stroller, man. She knows that she's going to get all kinds of loves and hi and how cutes and photo ops and different things like that.
Well, and if you remember right, I took her stroller and I made it into a Ford truck. I put the front of a Ford truck on the front and flames on the side. I painted the wheels on it so they look like chrome rims, you know?
Oh, you just crack me up. I tell you what, I am so glad that our paths crossed. I mean that so immensely that it's just the little things that you do that are just you. I mean, nobody in their right mind would think to do that. Number one, and then here she comes, and Willow has her own little Ford truck, and that's just too cute.
Right? And you know what's funny, Roller? The first you when I went to Elizabeth one time, you were doing a video and you were walking around looking at vehicles, and you couldn't. I wasn't there. I mean, I wasn't by my truck, and you were talking about my truck, and you had said in the video, you said, "Well, he did a pretty good build on this," and I went, "He," and
Yeah,
that's so that's why I went and ran and chased you down that day.
yeah.
Because I had to let you know that it wasn't a he that built it.
Well, and you just, I mean, excuse me for saying that, but I mean, like I said, if they had a lineup of three guys and you, I wouldn't have picked you to build Floyd. I mean, I just wouldn't have because you don't look like this lady that's a mechanic. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, and it's not a diss or it's not a or anything at you. It's
Right.
I'm really impressed to be honest with you, but I just would never pick you out of a lineup to know about a wrench, let alone about a screwdriver. You know what I mean?
And which one's which, right? That's what most people, you got to know which one's which.
Yeah, like my wife, she's like, "Is that the star one or the flat thingy?" I don't know what a flat thingy is. I don't. I still haven't. I go. I don't want to go into a parts store and say I need one of them screwdrivers that's a flat thingy. I think I would probably get my man card taken away from me and never be allowed to come into that parts store again.
I always say I may not know what part's called, but I know what it does.
Exactly. And you know what? I mean, even like with these new cars, today,
Yeah,
I mean, how can we know what everything? Because more of them are diodes and different things like that. That I don't understand that. That's
right.
why I like a butter knife. My cousin Debbie said a butter knife.
I've
My wife
used
is
butter knife many times.
yeah,
Yep.
my wife has definitely used some of our butter knives, and I can show you which ones they are because we still have them to this day. They got a little tweak on the end.
Yes, a little twist there going. Yep, yep.
Guaranteed, guaranteed. Anything that works, I guess. But that's why I went with. That's why I just so glad I grew up in the era that I did because of the old school stuff. Because basically, you can open up the motor and you can
Yeah,
self-diagnose without a computer. Unless you got a fast system on there or something like that.
sure.
Different things like that. But I just wanted the basic that I
It's
knew
simple.
what to
Yeah.
do exactly.
Yeah,
So
and I still get stumped. That's why I like going to car meets because I can talk to other people. I have a lot of friends there. They can tell me. We talk about, hey, matter of fact, Floyd's doing this thing lately. He didn't do it today, but he all of a sudden once he gets up to about 200 degrees, all of a sudden his RPMs will just go up for a couple seconds and then come back down. And then it may not happen again for a whole day, and then it'll go up and come back down. I'm like, what the heck is that?
wow, I couldn't tell you. I
And
mean,
if
I
I'm a
really.
sniper, yeah, it could be a vapor or it could be a vacuum leak. I know that. I looked for that already.
Uh huh.
So if anybody out there knows that the sniper, I'm thinking it could be the sniper being goofy, but I don't know. So if anybody out there has a clue what that might be, help me out here.
Yeah. So, do you like that you went? It's called a hiccup. Raul said it's called a hiccup.
And how do we get rid of the hiccup? Or do
uh,
we not need to worry about them?
you just scare it, I guess. You go boo.
Make it swallow upside down on its head or
Yeah,
something?
exactly, exactly. You threatened to paint Floyd pink. I'm going to paint you pink if you hiccup one more time, and that'll
Or,
scare him, and then he's okay after that. I guess. I don't
or
know.
creamsicle orange, like
Yeah,
my dad wanted to, right?
creamsicle orange, exactly right. Guaranteed, guaranteed. Well, hey, I tell you what. Let's take a break for a minute. Let's play your
Okay.
song,
Okay,
and
great.
we're going to let everybody hear your song. Tell a little back on the backstory of Why did your dad call you Ladybug?
Because when I was born, I was 4 pounds 5 ounces.
Wow.
Yeah, and so and that's when he started calling me Ladybug because I was so tiny.
So that picture of you down in Florida and I think that outfit you had on was kind of looked like a ladybug outfit with the dots on it. Was that for
No,
prior to go with that?
it's supposed to be a 50s dress, but the wind was blowing and it quite didn't have a full enough skirt. But that's what it was for Halloween. It was supposed to be a 50s theme thing.
Oh, cool, cool. Now the boot that you had because you had a hurt foot that wasn't a '50s thing.
No, that was trying to disguise my cast on my foot to just make it blend in, you see.
All right. Well, we'll be right back, guys. We're gonna play Janie's song here, Floyd and Ladybug. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. Now, when we play this, you can talk, but they can hear you because if I mute it,
Oh,
if I
gotcha.
mute you, then they don't hear the song. So,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
all right.
Back in Central City, where the mountain shadows fall, my daddy Floyd was a legend, standing 10 feet tall. There was grease on the workbench and old pictures on the wall. Coupe in the corner, a fastback by the door, a road runner waiting for another Sunday roll. Daddy handed me a wrench and said, "Girl, don't be afraid." Said, "You can build your own future, not just watch it get made." I had a brother standing there, but everybody knew I was the one beside him when there was work to do. Some fathers raise a daughter, mine raised a best friend too. Yeah. He called me Ladybug, Daddy's right hand ride, his little girl forever standing by his side. From smoking tires on back roads made a promise, looking through my tears. A promise I have carried through the passing of the years. If Floyd, the truck named after you, ain't finished when you leave this earth behind, I'll finish what we started, Dad. I give you my word this time. Central City, where the mountain shadows fall, there's still grease on the workbench and your picture on the wall. The years keep rolling by, but some things never fade away. And every inch I turn, I still hear the words you'd say. And though you're gone from sight, your spirit never drifted away. Floyd still rides with Ladybug to this day. Yeah, Floyd still rides with Ladybug to this day.
There you go. That's Floyd and Ladybug still ride. So, Janie, Raul's on here and he wants to know, did you grow up in Central City?
I did.
You did. What do you think how everything's happening there now and stuff, with all the gambling and stuff? It changed the town immensely, didn't it?
Well, it did. I mean, luckily Central City kind of has stayed the same, but Blackhawk certainly changed a lot. But I buried my dad up there too, and I still go up there quite a bit. But I'm glad Central City had the limits because it was a historical district. They weren't allowed to go in and blast mountains away like they did to Blackhawk. So I kind of like that it's still the same in Central City. You can't drive down Main Street. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still like.
We like to take the tram. We like to go up there, me and my wife, and we like to take the tram and go up to Central
Uh-huh.
City and walk around the old shops and check out all the old buildings and stuff. It's just so cool and so much history. It would be so good to go with somebody like yourself that's lived there that could really elaborate and tell you more of the history of Central City because as somebody that lived there, you probably know quite a bit about the town, don't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. And I guess I can say I know that. I mean, some of the funny things that you would see, like as a kid, you'd go into these teenager, I should say, you'd go in the back. Those buildings are tall, and in there would be apartments or people's houses from the late 1800s. And you go back in there, it'd be all these antiques and stuff in these dark rooms, and you're like, wow, this is just cool stuff like that, and you would never would guess that's in those buildings.
Sure, exactly. And is there a lot of those buildings still full with stuff like that, or do you think that?
You know, gaming came in, but the upstairs, though, some of them that still have their upstairs and they didn't hollow out the whole inside of them. Yeah, I think there probably is, like the Teller House. I'm
Uh-huh.
sure it still has a ton of antiques up in there because they've kept it the same. Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, let's see if there's any other questions here. Of course, Raul said he really liked the song. Great story. Um Let's go back here, see if there's anything that.
And the part about being on the road, that is a true story. My dad would take the truck. We'd go out and we'd go to this road out. My dad, when he passed away, he lived in Firestone. And so he knew this paved road where nobody was ever out there. And he'd go out there and he'd look at me and go, "You ready?" And I'd say, "Yeah." And he'd squeal the tires down the road. He thought that was the best. He loved it.
Oh man, just such a fabulous story about Floyd and your dad and with you, and I just absolutely love it. I really really do. It's heartwarming to see that the love you had for your father and the just what you've done to pay tribute to him and stuff like that is just amazing. I mean, it just touches base because I've done the same thing with mine, and
Yeah. Yeah.
thank you for doing that, carrying on the legend. That's what.
Absolutely. One more quick story for you about Floyd. Ready?
Okay.
So when Floyd, my dad, he was having trouble. He'd blown up the engine because he put turbo on the original engine in the truck, needless to say. But we took it to some shop, and these young people were working on it or whatever, and they come over to me and they said, you need to talk to your dad. I go, "What? Well, you can talk to him. He's a grown man. He can understand you." And they go, "He won't listen to us." And I go, "Okay, what do I need to talk to him about?" And they said, "He needs to get the brakes done." And he had the original brakes on there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I said, "Okay, I'll talk to him." So I said, "Hey, Dad," they said, "you need to do the brakes." And he looked at me with this puzzled look and he goes, "Why? I don't care about stopping. I only care about going fast." And he never did the brakes.
Never did.
Mm-mm.
Now, do you have drum brakes on the truck, or do you have discs on it
Yeah.
now?
I have discs on it now. Yeah.
All the way around?
Yeah. All the way around now.
Okay. Now, Raul wants to know, he said, did she or her father ever know Lenny Socorro? Soroka?
Mm.
Seroka.
It sounds very familiar. Let's put it that way.
Okay. All right.
What he must have been, was he in Central City itself?
Did you hear that question, Raul? He'll answer back here. We have a little time delay in between everything, so
Gotcha.
it takes a minute or two to have people answer.
Yeah.
How far along had you been? Yes, he said yes.
Okay. Yeah. He does. Yeah. I think I do know him.
Okay. Well, he must be a pretty good guy if you know him and Raul knows him. So that's all I can say about that. Uh,
Yeah.
so how far along had you gotten on the truck? He lived up the road, owned a funny car.
Oh, okay. Okay. I bet for one thing, I bet Jerry Hall knows him too. I think I do know who that is. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So there you go. The car culture again coming together, right?
It's a small world, isn't it?
It is. It sure is. So, how far along had Floyd gotten before your dad passed?
Okay. So when my dad passed, of course, it was still primer gray, the same as when he bought it. And the engine had not completed getting put in because the guy had went out of business. So it was sitting in the engine bay, but it was not hooked up.
Uh-huh.
It was not finished. So dad had the transmission changed to a automatic because he couldn't push his clutch in anymore. So that was but he put a slap shifter on there, which I was not thrilled about. So I took it off. But it was not put together yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you go ahead?
And he had turbo on the new engine. And when I did finally get it together, I couldn't get it to idle, so I took it back off.
Oh, okay. Just didn't want to cooperate, huh?
I don't know. I've tried several different things. I just couldn't get it to idle. It kept dying on me. And I said, but, I'm just going to simplify this engine. When am I ever going to spool up a turbo? And when am I going and I can do that? So I took it off and just to simplify the engine, and it's been good.
Raul said that he was a sprint car driver in Pennsylvania.
And then he moved to Central City?
And then he must have moved to Central City, I guess, or something like that. So.
Well, it's a very small town because there were 16 people in my graduating class. So, yeah, pretty much if they were up there, we all knew each other.
So what did you have for a car in high school?
Oh, well, that's so I had first I had a Ford EXP because my dad made me get it because it had no horsepower. This thing was like, I think the horsepower was like 75. It was very slow.
Uh-huh.
You know, I had a lead foot. And so, but then later on, I got a Baja Bug, which my dad had given me. And I had that for quite a while. And I loved my Baja Bug. It was a 65.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I had.
What year is Floyd?
54.
54. See, I thought it was part of the 55, 56, or 57. So what distinguishes a
Well, it is
54 from a 55?
just the grill. Oh, well, just the grill, basically.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Because
So,
56 is when they went with the straighter windshield and the square wing window. And the 54s, 55s, they had that triangular wing window.
okay. All right. Well, see, you just taught me something. That's pretty cool. I like that. So,
And you could tell by the grill because 55s have the where the V8 symbol in the middle of the grill. That one it's kind of suspended. It looks like, and then 54 they had these little. To me, they look like vampire teeth, but they had these things that came down in the grill. And then I did not like that grill, and my dad didn't like it either, I guess, because so my truck has a 56 grill on it.
okay. All right. Well, that's a pretty interesting story, young lady. I am so happy that you said yes because you can't believe all the people that said that I needed to get you on the show. I
Really?
mean, yes, yes, you're highly thought of out there, whether you know that or not. You really are, and everybody's like, "Oh, she'd be such a good interview." And it's like, "Well, we interviewed her on Rolling with Roller and Derek, and that's just a Carter. A V8 is a motor. It's got 8 cylinders, so they call it, and there's 4 on each side, and they call it a V8. That's basically the best layman term that I can help you understand. But anyway, I kind of forgot what was I talking about there. I had a brain forget me not right there. Anyway, we'll come back to it. But Jenny, is there what's next for Floyd? I know that we've been on. Let's see, we've been on over an hour now. So, what is next for Floyd? What do you have any other plans that you want to do to him?
I don't know. That's a good question. Which, by the way, I got to give you credit. You told me how to fix my little. You said I should make slots to make that. Remember, my tail lights were
Yeah.
crooked. One was down, and I did what you said, and it worked great. I moved that light back up there since now he has that new bumper, of course.
Yeah, and I like the bumper. I like it.
It looks good. It looks more completed. I think I like that too.
Yeah.
As when having a classic car, as we all know, there's always something breaking or doing weird things, so it's always something with it that keeps me busy because I'm afraid if I don't have something to do on it, I may take apart something I shouldn't be taking apart.
Well, the good thing about it is you'll be able to get it back together, and if you can, there'll be somebody out there that can direct you on how to do it.
Absolutely, because I do have mishaps like everybody else. I broke a bolt off, put the valve cover on one time, and that turned into a fiasco. So I have things that go wrong too, just like everybody else.
Well, of course. Now, Carter's on here, and she said if I could ask you this one more question. It says, what is her favorite thing she has done besides building Floyd?
She means color wise. I guess my 56 T-Bird. I love work. I love that I have a car down there too, and I enjoy tinkering on it. So I would say, yeah. I was a dental hygienist for 30 years, and this is such a different thing to do that I just get so excited about cars.
There you go. There you go. Well, I tell you what, I really appreciate you being on the show tonight. I thank you for your friendship. I
Thank
thank
you,
you
Roland.
for bringing different people to me at the show, saying this is one that you need to interview, and you've never been wrong. It's always been a good story, and I just say keep it up, and just tell everybody about the show. Tell everybody,
Absolutely.
if they would like to be on, all they got to do is just email me or get a hold of you, and you
Okay.
can get a hold of me. And you're more than welcome to give my phone number out to anybody
Okay.
that wants to be on the show or anything like that.
Sounds good. And we're gonna have a little talk with Raul. He painted that panel truck. It doesn't look
I
the
know,
same.
I know.
Broke my heart.
And it broke his heart too because he just went down there to get some stuff touched up on it, and I think he went to Mexico, and there was a miscommunication,
Was that what happened? Oh,
and George took it all the way down to metal.
oh,
He called me. He called me and he said, "Luggy," he said, you're not going to be happy." And I said, "Oh no, what's wrong?" And he said, "George took the panel clear down to metal." He said, "It's no longer the patina that we both fell in love with." And that's I mean, I still, the truck's going to be cool no matter what. Okay, don't get me
oh,
wrong, it's going to be cool no matter what. But that's what gave that truck, that's what attracted me to that truck,
yeah.
was just the way that it looked, you know.
Oh,
uh
I love the primer gray with the hints of green. It was just perfect.
it really was. It just fit the era of the truck, the
Yes.
motif of the truck. Listen to me using those big words. Wow, I didn't even know that I
Mhm.
knew what motif was. But anyway, that's exactly, that's what was cool about it. But when it's done, George is an amazing painter in Pueblo, and
Okay.
it was it'll be fine. It'll
It'll have
come
a
out.
new kind of motif, I guess, won't it?
Yeah, it will have its own new motif. Exactly right. Now it's up to Raul to put the right. I think he was wanting to talk about maybe putting the family's tortilla business on the side of the truck and stuff, and to nailing that graphic is going to be good for me to see. So uh,
That'd be cool.
he's got a lot of people out there that are waiting to see what that's going to look like when it's done. So, but Jamie, I tell you,
Gotcha.
thank you so much,
Thank you, Ray.
and if you can make that hitch and post hay on the 4th of July, I'd love to see you. And
Sounds good.
we'll see you. If we don't, we'll see you at another one for sure.
We'll see you at the Night Owls one
Oh,
for sure.
guarantee we'll be at the Night House for sure. Come.
Okay, sounds good, Roller. Thank you.
All right. Bye bye. All
Bye
right.
bye.
All right. Well, guys, there you go. Another one of our special folks in the car culture here in Colorado. I'm telling you, for you folks that are not involved in the cars, the people in Colorado, and I'm sure it's everywhere. I've said this before, but the people in Colorado, they are such cool people. You know, yeah, you got a couple of them that are full of themselves. Okay, you just don't deal with them because there's too many other people that are so cool to hang around with, and every car definitely has its own story, man. I mean, every car has a story, and all you got to do is just talk to those people, man. And it's just they're more than willing to tell you what that story is, and it's just, I don't know. Oh, what happened there? I say, whoop, pushed the wrong button. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and pay a couple more bills, and we'll be right back here on Pedal the Metal Motors and Music.
Are you looking for something to jumpstart your podcast or your YouTube intro? Well, if you are, we've got some pretty great news. Now you can get that professional sound just like the big-time productions you hear on the radio. That's right, clean, crisp, powerful audio that grabs attention from the very first second. We help folks just like you bring their content to life. Whether you're launching a podcast, building a YouTube channel, or starting that next big thing on TikTok. And let's be honest, it doesn't matter what platform you're on. If your audio doesn't sound right, people tune out. That's where we come in. From intros and voiceovers to full production sound, we'll take what you've got and elevate it to the next level. So if you're serious about sounding like a pro, it's time to step it up. Check out a few samples below and hear the difference for yourself. And when you're ready to get started, contact Roller at jeffrichards327@gmail.com or TexasRich at texasrich@c10americamagazine.com. Your audience is listening. Make sure you sound your best. When your equipment goes down, your whole day comes to a stop. That's where Garner Repair comes in. Owned and operated by Austin Garner, Garner Repair brings professional, reliable mobile equipment repair right to you. No hauling, no waiting, no wasted time. From engine repair
To hydraulic systems, to electrical diagnostics, and full preventative maintenance, Garner Repair keeps your equipment running strong. Whether you're on a job site, a ranch, or out in the field, Austin shows up ready to get the job done right the first time. Fast response, honest work, dependable service you can trust.
Call 303-588-7940.
7940.
That's 303-588.
7940. Or email garnerrepair@gmail.com. Garner Repair, keeping your equipment moving so you can keep moving forward.
Attention hot rodders, custom builders, truck fans, and motorcycle riders! Get ready for the White Buffalo Car Show coming to downtown Snyder, Texas on Saturday, October 3rd, 2026. Cruise into the heart of Snyder and enjoy a full day packed with classic cars, custom trucks, motorcycles, live music, great food, vendors, shopping around the square, and fun for the whole family. With 25 classes, awards, and even a furthest traveled award, there's something for every kind of ride. Registration is just $20, and all proceeds stay local to support area charities and community programs. And don't miss your chance to meet Texas rich with C10 America during this huge downtown celebration. Plus, cruise into the Friday night meet and greet on October 2nd before the band starts rocking. So polish up that chrome, shine those wheels, and head to the White Buffalo Car Show in downtown Snyder, Texas! The White Buffalo Car Show, where horsepower, hometown pride, and Texas tradition come together. Hey, cool cats and chrome lovers! Get ready for horsepower, hot rods, and summer fun at the Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run! Cruise on out Saturday, July 11th, 2026, from 3 in the afternoon until 8 at night at Sheridan Community Park, 3325 West Oxford Avenue in Sheridan, Colorado. Check out classic rides, custom builds, amazing food trucks, and that sweet sound of engines rolling through a summer evening. Music all night long from Southern Colorado's legendary DJ Buzz Corona. And don't miss the live auction, featuring automotive memorabilia, collectibles, and surprises every car lover's gonna want. Bring your friends, bring the family, and enjoy one incredible night of cars, music, food, and fun. Stay in the loop. Follow Night Owl Hot Rods on Facebook. The Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run, where the classics roll and the good times never stall.
And now, we return to pedal to the metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
All right, we're back here in the studio in Parker, Colorado at the Roller Dome, and we're spinning the hits. That's what we're doing right here. This next song goes out to my buddy Old Rhodey. This is a song I made for him a while back, and this is called Rhodey's Lines. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
In a paint shop next to his house, under bright light shining clean and white, hot rods roll in from miles around. When Rhodey lays a stride, man, the word gets around. A steady hand and a camel hair brush, one smooth line and the whole crowd hush. Candy red flames on a midnight ride, and a silver line dancing down the side. Rhodey's lines running straight and true, like a guitar string singing that rock and roll tune. From a Chevy to a Ford to a Merc roadie lines. Flatheads rumble on a Saturday night, chrome shining under the driving light. A coupe rolls in with a brand new flame, but it ain't complete till roadie signs his name. One long pull and the crowd leans near. Nobody talks when the brush comes near. One steady curve and a final shine. Now that hot rod's wearing roadie's line. Sits right beside his house, bright shop light shining all around. Bib overalls and a white t-shirt, that steady hand never slips or jerks. Striped panels hanging on the wall, flames and scrolls from years of them all. Every panel tells a story in time of the hot rods of war. Roadie's line. Roadie's lines, running straight and true, like a guitar string singing that rock and roll tune. From a Chevy to a Ford, to a Merc so fine, every hot rod shines with a roadie's lines. Yeah, roadie's lines, smooth as a melody, running down steel like a rock guitar laid. When the cruisers roll under those street light signs, everybody knows those roadie lines. From Denver streets to a highway show, hot rod legends all know where to go. One little brush and a little white paint turns cold steel into rolling saints. A roadie's line, running straight and true, like a guitar string singing that rock and roll tune. From a Chevy to a Ford, to a Merc so fine, cars wearing roadie's lines.
Well, my baby's sitting idle out in the drive, chrome still shining, but she barely alive. Blew a gasket last Sunday, lost that race by 2. Now I'm sitting here wondering what a poor boy's gonna do. Yeah, I got those muscle car blues, busting knuckles and worn out shoes. Gas tank's empty, my wallet too. Lord, I got them old muscle car blues. Heading down the lines come the Saturday night. My 55 high boy's gonna make it right. Gonna line her up next to that be-altered crew and that slick deuce coupe. See what she can do. Now the boys are coming from Fresno town. Say they're gonna take my 55 down, but my motor's big, mean and loud. Gonna keep those wheels stuck to the ground. Yeah, I got those muscle car blues. Can't take my gal out, ain't got no fuel. She loves that rumble, she loves that sound, but my hot rod's quiet, just sitting around. Upon my shoes, I'd buy a gallon just to chase those blues. Cause when she fires up, man, it's sweet relief. That rumbling thunder shakes my grief. Well, the crowd gets loud when I roll to the line. Shining chrome headers humming fine. One more run and I'll pay my dues. Till then I'm stuck with these muscle car blues. Yeah, I got those muscle car blues, but I ain't giving up on that old V8 high heels. I'll burn those tires and lose these muscle car blues.
Got my 57 Chevy,
Polished up bright, headed down Whittier Boulevard tonight. Chrome shining radio playing real loud. We're rolling through the valley, drawing a crowd. Van Nuys Boulevard, the tires start to squeal. Gas pedal down, you can smell that steel. Bob's big boys jumping burgers on the grill. The jukebox is rocking to that West Coast thrill. We're cruising California nights under them red and yellow lights. Hot rods, T-birds, and old GTOs running wild where the cool wind blows. From Hollywood down to old Modesto streets, we're living that dream on full chrome feet. Pull up at Mills, grab a Coke and a smile. Harvey's Broilers packed 4 miles. Low riders gliding, candy paint so sweet. Hitting them switches, riding low in the heat. Got Mustangs, Roadrunners, and a Cuda too. Camaro with flames, yeah, the baby's new. We race down PCH just to feel alive. Engine humming, California drive. We're cruising California nights under them red and yellow lights. Hot rods, T-birds, and old GTOs running wild where the cool wind blows. From Hollywood down to old Modesto Street, we're living that dream on full chrome feet. Now the clock's past midnight, the engines fade, but the memories linger in the songs we made. Every burnout, every neon sign still echoes through that golden time. We're cruising California nights, shining chrome in the pale moonlight. From San Jose down to LA town, we keep those old wheels spinning round. Yeah, the spirit's alive, it'll never die. We're cruising California nights. Hey. Yeah. We're cruising California nights. Hey.
Building hot rods with my dad. Building hot rods with my dad. Yeah.
when I was young, I'd sit in the shop watching you wrench on those old cars non-stop, wishing I could help, just to lend a hand, learning what it meant to be a man. Then one day you turned and said, son, grab that rag. That was the best day I ever had. That's the day my dream began. I was building hot rods with my dad. Yeah, I'm building hot rods with my dad, turning wrenches, talking fast, 32 deuce coupe, flathead V8, Hildebrand parts, man, that car was great. A Ford 9-inch, satin black, Kelsey Hayes stood outside. It wasn't just steel, chrome, and glass. It was the time we had that went too fast. Then I realized as that hot rod rolled away, we weren't just building cars those days. We were building memories that always last. Building hot rods with my dad. Now the years have come and gone, and the torch it's moving on. I see my boy in the shop out back, watching me work like I once said. So I'll turn and smile, say, hey, give me a hand. Let's fire this motor and make it stand. Let's start them memories all over again. Building hot rods with my dad. Yeah, building hot rods with my dad. Building hot rods with my dad. Yeah, building hot rods with my dad. Selling produce from a stand on a county road by the interstate line. All I've done since I was a boy was live this simple life of mine. Said we were slow that Sunday afternoon, so I sat with my back to the road, strumming on that old six string, singing songs I've always known. I was singing He Stopped Loving Her Today by old George Jones himself. Just a lonely tune for the open air and the tomatoes on the shelf. And I heard a voice like an angel, soft as a summer breeze. I turned around and there she stood, the most beautiful sight I'd ever seen. She said, keep on singing that old song. Your voice sounds like heaven to me. Somewhere between George Jones and Charlie Pride is where your heart ought to be. I almost gave up on love till the good Lord sent me your way. Now I believe in miracles at a little produce stand today. I set that six string down a moment, didn't know what I should say, but she smiled and said, please keep singing, don't let that music fade away. So I picked that old guitar back up, let the country music play, and somewhere between those old love songs I saw love back in her eyes that day. She said, keep on singing that old song. Your voice sounds like heaven to me. between George Jones and Charlie Pride is where your heart ought to be. I almost gave up on love till the good Lord sent me your way. Now I believe in miracles at a little produce stand today. She stayed around most of that afternoon while the sun moved low in the sky. Listened to every country tune like the words were written for her and I. When it came time for her to leave, she turned and softly said, "Can I stop by and see you again? 'Cause I think I'm in love instead with a produce stand singer on a quiet country road, where a six-string and a broken heart found a love it didn't know." She said, "Keep on singing those old songs. Your voice still sounds like heaven to me." Somewhere between George Jones and Charlie Pride is where your heart will always be. Now the Lord writes love stories in ways we never planned. Mine started with a country song at a roadside produce stand.
Been one of those weeks, nothing lined up right. Alarm clock mornings, long days, short nights. But the weekend's here and the sky's turning blue. Sun shining strong like it's calling me through. Keys hit the dash, door shuts clean. Fire that motor, hear that horsepower sing. All the noise in my head starts slipping away soon as those tires hit the end of the driveway. Windshield therapy, that's what I need. Just me and the road, let my worries bleed. Windows down, fresh air hitting my face. Favorite song on time, slowing its pace. County highway as far as I can see. Yeah, nothing heals me like windshield therapy. Climbing mountain roads lined with tall pine trees. Cool, clean air rolling in on the breeze. Smell of the forest, summer in the shade. Feels like the world finally hit the brakes. River rushing by right next to the lane. Sunlight dancing off the water again. Every curve feels like a brand new start. Every mile lightens a heavy heart. Windshield therapy, let it roll. Blacktop medicine for the heart and soul. Windows down, let that mountain air breathe. Every mile's taking more weight off me. Just me, my ride, and a little clarity. Yeah, I'm finding myself in windshield therapy. walk like no plans, just moments made, turning simple drives into memories saved. Just me and my hot rod, taking it in. Wind talking back through the open wind. Sometimes the cure ain't what they prescribe, it's a stretch of road and a long, slow drive. Windshield therapy, peace of mind. Leave the mess of the world behind. Windows down, feel alive and free. I'm out there doing something good to me when life gets heavy and I need clarity. I find my fix in windshield therapy. Pine stand tall, river runs free. Just me, my ride, and the road ahead of me. Windshield therapy.
The spring sun was rising, the cattle restless on the plain. Will Anderson stood watching, feeling years in quiet pain. He buried his own boys, the ones who'd ride beside his hand, the sons who should have grown to help him run and hold the ranch. The ranch hands all ran off, chasing gold and easy lives, but 12,000 head were waiting under unforgiving skies. He turned to dusty schoolboys, all freckles, fear, and pride. Said a man don't choose his moment, boys, your moment just to ride on the road to Belfouche, where the wind carves the truth. We traded childhood for courage and paid for the proof. He showed us finish what you start, no matter what storm we rode through. We're burning daylight, boys, he'd shout, and you know what you gotta do. And we became men, following the trail behind his worn boots. On the road to Belfouche, we found Will Anderson's truth. Before daylight we'd saddle, a rope and ride till muscles burned. He'd bark orders like a hammer, every lesson had to be earned. We learned the price of honor, learned to stand when we fell down, learned a man's worth ain't measured by the gossip of a town. From the riverbeds to stone hills, to the night watch in the cold, we grew older in our spirits, but the trail made our souls bold. On the road to Belfouche, where the wind carves the truth. We traded childhood for courage and paid for the proof. He showed us finish what you start, no matter what storm we rode through. We're burning daylight, boys, he'd shout, and you know what you gotta do. And we became men, following the trail behind his worn boots. On the road to Belfouche, we found Will Anderson's truth. Long hair, worn around our campfires with a smile wise and slow. Talked to men and morals, brought her things we didn't know. We would listen in the shadows, though we'd rarely speak a word. But in that silence we could feel every lesson that we'd learned. We started roping faster, holding ground with steady hands, till even Will, that old stone wall, began to see the men we'd planned. And trouble rolled behind us, as a Watts and all his kind, men that live on greed and taking, and a coward's twisted mind will warn us, stay together, fear is death before you die. But a cold dawn ripped the heavens with that fatal battle cry. We watched him fall, standing fearless, like a legend forged in flame. And the world turned dark and quiet on the day of Watts' shame. We buried Will in silence, where the tall grass meets the sky. Every boy became a brother on the day we said goodbye. No preacher read a scripture, just hands calloused from the trail, and a vow that we would finish what he started never fail. So we tightened reins and shoulders, rode a steel across the land, took the herd through fire and fury with the strength of honest hands. We set traps for Razor's gang and made them answer for their wrongs. We fought with justice, not with vengeance, just like Will taught all along. And when Belfouche rose before us with the cattle all in view, we felt the tears we didn't cry, because boys don't become men without wounds. On the road to Belfouche, where the wind carves the truth, we carried Will in our hearts, the man who raised us from you. He taught us finish what you start, and boys, we proved it true. We're burning daylight, boys, still echoes when we ride like he'd want us to. Now every mile we face in life, we'll ride a mile for him too. On the road to Belfouche, we found Will Anderson's truth. We'll inspire these young lives and turn them into men. And forever and a day, his spirit will ride forever in that Belfouche wind.
You know, Cousin Debbie, you're so right. Why is it? Because I feel like the same thing about Bruce Dern. You know, I'll guarantee you I do. There's some actors that I just, if I see them, I just punch them. I just would, and they're probably great people, but just for the character that they played in some of the shows, you know, you just have such a passion for that movie, you know, and stuff. And yeah, how dare he kill John Wayne? You are so right, guaranteed. Hey guys, if you're not doing anything on a Monday night, tune in to my buddy Texas Rich's show. It's called New Music Mondays, and you know, he plays all my songs. He's no longer just doing C10 songs. He's doing all kinds of different songs and getting it out there, and you know what? He's getting a pretty good response to it. So I know my cousin Debbie tunes in and she listens. But if you ain't doing nothing, it starts at 8 o'clock Texas time. That's Central Time, 7 o'clock Colorado time. Tune in. Not very much talking at all. Just a lot of just good old music being played, and just kick back and relax. And maybe you're working on a special project and you just want some music playing in the background or something. It's a great show to go ahead and listen to. That's called New Music Mondays at 7 o'clock Colorado time at c10americamagazine.com. This next song here is called Main Street Memories. We'll be right back here after this song.
Yeah! Come on!
didn't know it then, but man, we had it all. Every mile we drove, we were standing tall. Those were our Main Street memories. Cruising slow through our golden years. Million miles on a two-lane dream. Blacktop hearts and gasoline. V8 motors thundering loud. Shaking glass all through downtown. Camaros, Mustangs, Mopars too. Everybody asking who's gonna rule. Girls waving, hey, take me for a ride. Young hearts burning under neon lights. Yeah, we didn't know just what we had, but looking back, man, it don't get better than that. Those Main Street memories. Music blasting from every door. Different songs, but we all wanted more. Headlights lined up, engines red. Friday nights felt like heaven instead. Everybody had a name and a ride, a reputation on the line with pride. From the stoplight down to the edge of town, we lay it down when the sun went down. Yeah, word got around when the fast cars came. Every race out there made a name. Those were all Main Street memories. Cruising slow through our golden years. Million miles on a two-lane dream. Blacktop hearts and gasoline. V8 motors thundering loud. Shaking glass all through downtown. Camaros, Mustangs, Mopars too. Everybody asking who's gonna rule. Girls waving, hey, take me for a ride. Young hearts burning under neon lights. Yeah, we didn't know just what we had, but looking back, man, it don't get better than that. Those Main Street memories. Now those nights live in rearview glass. Faded just a little, but they still last. Every laugh, every turn, every street light glow. Still riding shotgun in my soul. Yeah, those Main Street memories still running wild inside of me. Million miles, but I'd go again, just to be back there with my friends. V8 motors rolling through time. Still hear that thunder in my mind. Arrows, Mustangs, Mopars, pride. Still hear echoes when I close my eyes. Girls waving like time stood still. And somehow deep down it always will. Yeah, we didn't know just what we had, but those were the best days. We'll never get back. Those Main Street memories. Ah!
Main Street memories. Guaranteed. That's a lot of fun, those days. Those were. Guys, we're going to do a couple more songs, and then we're going to get out of here for the evening. I appreciate Janine Mitchell being on the show tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, on Wednesday the 1st, Jerry Potts is going to be on, and he's going to be talking about the Night Owls Car Club and stuff. And then we're going to be leading up
all the way into the July 11th at the Night Owls Car Show. So we'll be doing some live interviews there and walking around, checking out some of the cars. There are going to be like 300 cars. I bought this new gadget for my phone so it doesn't get hot. It's a little umbrella-looking thing that goes on the phone, and I'll probably get made a lot of fun of, but I don't care because hopefully it won't overheat because of that direct heat on it. So hopefully we'll get the Ladies of Auctioneering going towards the middle of July and get that going. But just make plans to tune in every Wednesday and every Sunday at 6 p.m. with Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. This song here is called, and by the way, guys, I love you all. Y'all have a safe week, and I'll talk to you soon. This one here is called, Yeah, That C10 Is Waiting on Me.
The good Lord blessed me with this country twang. The good Lord blessed me with this country twang. From the first song I ever sang, I knew someday I'd stand right here with a guitar and a crowd and a ringing cheer. I paid my dues on 1,000 nights, neon bars and highway lights. But the first big thing that fortune brought was a brand new C10 that I bought. Yeah, that old C10's waiting on me, parked where the back roads used to be. I've driven Ferraris and Corvettes too, but none of them rides like that old Chevy do. Through every mile and every town, when the curtain falls and the sun goes down, the only road that feels like home is the one that leads to my old C10. I've had muscle cars with thunder and chrome, but that old truck still feels like home. Every scratch and every mile still brings back her laughing smile. That truck was there through thick and thin, back when this dream was paper thin, before the crowds and the neon glow, just a country boy and a radio. Yeah, that old C10 waiting on me, parked where the back roads used to be. I've driven Ferraris and Corvettes too, but none of them rides like that old Chevy do. Through every mile and every town, when the curtain falls and the sun goes down, the only road that feels like home is the one that leads to my old C10. Hey, when this tour is done and the road winds down, I'll roll back into that small town ground. I'm gonna build you a shop with a roof up high, keep you safe till the day I die. You mean more to me than anything, more Life on the road in this old horseless carriage ain't half as good as coming home to you. Right where the back roads used to be. Every mile of this road I roam just leads me back where I belong. When the last encore fades again, I'll be riding those roads just like back then. Me and that truck through thick and thin, forever riding my old
I owe my life to that tailpipe tune. All my life since I was young, I loved hot rods and the tailpipe tune. Every ride I ever owned had its own kind of rumble to it. Old Chevys, Fords, a few worn trucks, headers barking when I fired them up. Every engine had a voice, and that sound was my kind of noise. I owe my life to that tailpipe tune, that rumble rolling underneath the moon. That big block thunder shook my soul, did more for me than rock and roll. Cruising highways, back road afternoons, listening to those tailpipe tunes. When the world said I was through, I found my life in that tailpipe tune. And one day about 2 years ago, doctor sat me down real slow, said, son, the news ain't looking good. There's something in you that shouldn't be there. Cancer was the word he said, felt like lightning in my head. On the drive back home I cried, thinking maybe this was the end. I owe my life to that tailpipe tune, that rumble rolling underneath the moon. That big block thunder shook my soul, did more for me than rock and roll. Cruising highways, canyon afternoons, listening to those tailpipe tunes. When the world said I was through, I found my life in that tailpipe tune. Walked out to my old shop that night, stealing chrome under dusty lights. Every hot rod standing proud like they knew what I was thinking about. So I climbed in that
and clear, but it didn't change a thing inside of me. So I shut it off, and there it was, the deep down rumble I always loved. That big black heartbeat in the night started making everything feel right. I owe my life to that tailpipe tune, that rumble rolling underneath the moon. That big black thunder shook my soul, did more for me than rock and roll. Cruising highways, prairie afternoons, listening to those tailpipe tunes. When the world said I was through, I found my life in that tailpipe tune. Through the canyons and the plains, let that motor ease the pain. Every mile the fear would fade, every mile a little faith, that rumble running through my veins, like medicine in every frame. 6 months later I walked back in, doctor staring at the screen again. Said, son, I don't know what to say, the thing we found has gone away. Said, I can't explain your case, never seen results like this. I said, doc, it's simple truth, I know exactly what it is. I owe my life to that tailpipe tune, that rumble rolling underneath the moon. That big black thunder shook my soul, did more for me than rock and roll. Cruising highways, canyon afternoons, listening to those tailpipe tunes. If I make it past 78, I'll thank that big block Chevy V8. Yeah, the answer to life's blues is the sound of those big block tailpipe tunes.
All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Pedal to the Metal. I want to send out a huge thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and supporting the show. I also want to thank all of our amazing sponsors. You're the ones that help keep the wheels turning, and we truly appreciate you. Be sure to join us every Wednesday and Sunday. We kick things off with music at 6 p.m. each night, and the full show starts at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Until next time, keep the pedal down, heads high, and we'll see you at the next show.